Did you know that even the smallest animals can experience fear, just like we do? In fact, mice are biologically wired to be afraid of loud sounds and open spaces. But what if a tiny mouse could teach us how to conquer our biggest fears? Meet Max, a little gray mouse with curious eyes and a heart that beats just a bit too fast. Max lives under the floorboards of an old farmhouse, and while he dreams of adventure, he's held back by one thing: fear. Fear of heights, fear of noise, fear of the unknown. But Max's journey is about to prove that even the smallest hearts can hold the greatest courage. Max had always lived a careful life. His world was small, safe, and quiet. He avoided the kitchen because of the clanging pots. He never ventured into the barn because the rafters were high and the shadows were deep. Even the sound of the wind whistling through the cracks in the wall made him scurry back to his nest, trembling. His biggest fear? The attic. It was dark, full of creaky wood, and worst of all, it was home to a giant owl statue, its glass eyes gleaming in the moonlight. To Max, it looked alive. Every mouse in the family whispered legends of the attic owl, how it watched, how it waited. Max never dared to go near it. His fears didn't just keep him from exploring, they isolated him. While his siblings played in the fields and chased fireflies, Max stayed behind. While others dared to fetch crumbs from the kitchen, Max went hungry. His world grew smaller every day until one evening, something happened that would change everything. A storm was coming. The winds howled louder than ever before. As lightning cracked across the sky, the farmhouse shook. Max huddled in his nest, but then a cry. A tiny squeak echoed through the floorboards. It was his youngest cousin, Pip. The little one had wandered off and now was trapped in the attic. Fear gripped Max's heart like a cold claw. The attic, the owl, the darkness. But then something shifted. He thought of Pip, alone, scared, possibly hurt. Max took a deep breath, his tiny chest puffed with determination. He had to try. His journey began through the narrow tunnels of the house. First, the kitchen. He darted past rattling pans, resisting the urge to run. Then, the staircase. Every step groaned, each one louder than the last. He flinched but didn't stop. At the top, the attic door loomed. Max hesitated. His paws trembled as he nudged the door open with his nose. The attic creaked, shadows dancing from the flickering candlelight. The owl statue stood there, tall and silent, its glass eyes gleaming. Max froze. The fear surged back like a wave. His instincts screamed, "Run!" But then he heard Pip again, faint, scared, near the far wall. Max looked back at the owl. It was just a statue, just wood and glass, nothing more. The stories, the warnings, they had power only because he believed them. "I'm not afraid of you," Max whispered, almost to himself. He stepped forward, one step, two. The owl didn't move. It never would. The fear was in him, not in the room. Max scrambled across the attic floor, his heart pounding, not from fear, but from bravery. He found Pip under a fallen curtain, shivering. Max nudged him gently, whispering, "It's okay. I've got you." Together they made the journey back, Max leading the way like a knight escorting a prince to safety. Max had faced his biggest fear, and something amazing happened. He changed. He wasn't the same timid mouse anymore. The attic was no longer a place of terror, but a place where courage was born. Max learned that bravery doesn't mean being fearless. It means acting even with fear, and choosing to go forward anyway. What fears have you faced and overcome? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And if you enjoyed Max's journey, check out our next video for more tales of heart, hope, and heroism. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring adventures.